I think as much as anything, it's just kind of the neighborhood we live in, and wouldn't mind trying a different neighborhood at times. We aren't, when we get there, it just doesn't seem to last long. It's the nature of, and it was pretty much the same way in the '80s. A lot of close games, and if we're going to, beat teams that are, there's a lot of parallels between all of us, I guess, in conference play, with the exception of a couple. So, first thing is that you got to be in a game and to win it, and then if you can be in it in the fourth quarter, you got a shot to win it. So it's just kind of the way we're built. And some years are better than others. Some teams are better at it than others, and the ones that are a little bit proficient and have a chance to be successful. And this team's proven to be that way. So again, it just circles back to the players. Guys that believe in what we're doing and believe that games are full 60s, and if they'll just stick with it, maybe something good will happen. Last Saturday's a good example of that, and 2 weeks ago up in Wrigley Field, kind of the same deal. And really the week in between, the score ended up being better, but it was, it could have gone either way too there for quite a while. So I guess we're used to it, I guess, and as long as you're coming out on the plus side more than not, that's a good thing.
Chad Leistico, Des Moines Register. Obviously, you're joking when you're talking about resting the starters this week. That's not in the plans. Correct?
NFL flashback.
I know, I'm just kidding. But a lot of the guys talked about the importance of getting a 10-win regular season. There are a lot of programs that have never won 10 games. You've done it 7 times. This could be your 8th, I believe, but only 4 have done it in the regular seasons. I guess, can you speak to the importance of that and what your message is to the team?
Yeah, I was joking, wholeheartedly joking on Saturday. And when I was in the NFL, we were never in a position to say, we were always fighting for our lives there too. So, I've always looked at, every game's important, and I know it's not always that way. When I coached at Worcester Academy, that was the most important thing going on at that given time when we played, and I think it's just how people are wired. So, we have every intention of doing all we can to win Friday, knowing it's going to be really tough. And then, to the other part, I think people, with all due respect, I think people don't understand just how tough it is to win games at any level. I had to jump in my car a week ago yesterday, right? 8 days ago. I had to run out and do something real quick, and Brady was on. They got that show, apparently, him and Jim Gray. And there's about a 60-second clip in there where you wonder why this guy's the greatest, just talked about just how everything is so close in the NFL, and just people don't appreciate what it takes. Talked about and the team he played for is going through a tough spell right now, but he said, it's an organizational thing. Like when teams win, there are a lot of people involved, and the same thing when they lose. So it's a big picture there, and talked about the NFL where everything's geared to bringing you back towards the middle. And in college football, it's kind of the same way. It's hard to win games. And I think sometimes we get a little spoiled and we think it's going to be easy, or we've done this before, so we'll do it again. It just doesn't work that way. It's really competitive. Nebraska's a great illustration. They haven't been to a bowl game, right? A long time, I guess. I don't know how long it's been, but they're playing like a bowl team right now. They're playing really well. So, I think it's just sometimes we all lose sight about how tough it is and how many things have to go right for you to win. And I guess, can't think of too many times, at least hopefully, where I've ever assumed things are going to happen. It's usually pretty tough. So if we could get 10th, that'd be really special. But it's not going to be easy, that's for sure.